Hi, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your host, Mikey. You know the deal. We've got another episode of the Orbit Talks podcast, and I have three people with me today. I got Hyun, Pran, and Ree. As you guys know, I'm the CEO of Orbit, and we'll go down the list. Hyun, you want to introduce yourself?
Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Hyun. I am a director for Orbit, and it's pretty lit to be here.
I said his name wrong. Good times. Pran,
Yeah.
you want to introduce yourself?
Yo, what's going on, boys? It's your boy Prawn here, and I am a Fortnite player / COD sniper for Orbit Clan.
That's what I'm talking about. And then Ree, last but not least.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Ree. I am the CCO, Chief Creative Officer of Orbit Clan.
There you go. It's way too easy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know how it goes. So first of all, we're just going to mention the sponsors briefly. Rocket Energy, Rocket Apparel, E1 Racing, Jerky XP, and Control Freak. Rocket Energy, we're still working on that flavor. It should be this month where that flavor comes out, but I cannot say the flavor. That is classified. On top of that, Rocket Apparel, I just did, a quote-unquote fake Orbit photo shoot, I guess you could say, with the Orbit Apparel. Uploaded that. I'm happy with the way it came out because I got to represent the team more. But that's it with the sponsors. There's not much really going on with them. E1 Racing, if you want to get yourself a gaming chair, go over to them. Jerky XP, food, Control Freak. If you're into freaky stuff on your controller, go ahead. I've never been into that stuff, but by all means, go ahead and do that. But we're here. Obviously, we want to talk about Orbit, but on top of that, we'll talk about stuff going on in the gaming community, stuff that interests us. But first of all, we're going to keep Orbit as the main thing right now. I guess one of the biggest changes we've had was Grums became overall of the team right beside Nebs, and he has a lot of ideas, a lot of stuff that he wants to put towards the team. And on top of that, I'm going to ask these guys how they're doing with their portion of the team. I don't know, Pran, how are you doing over there with your stuff?
Yo, it's actually pretty beast. I'm popping off. I hit a 6 on the other day. Just saying, go check it out. Link in the description below. Just kidding, but the Fortnite montage is also coming together nicely.
Way too easy. Hyun, what about you over there, Mr. Director? How's recording going?
I've kind of just been chilling, I just upload, the stuff I enjoy making, obviously. I've kind of just been moving, from gaming over to, morely, IRL videos, because I want to, include myself on the channel over, video games itself. But, I've been sticking with my roots as well, so it's been fun.
Well, I saw the video of you. I think it was you were in your basement and you started off by ripping the headphones or something fucking weird.
Oh boy!
And then you just tossed them, and that's the first time I actually laughed out loud at something recently.
Yeah, I feel you.
But Ree over here has been doing a lot of shit for Orbit. Ree, how's everything going on over there for you over there?
Man, it's crazy, man. The biggest change with Orbit in the studio is that we are known from, the Orbit Studios just being designers. But when you think about it, a studio is the collab of everything. Everyone is a creator, the editor, all the way down from different fields of designers. Yeah. So I put those two together, merged the both of the sides, and put everything in one studio. So I've been trying to build Orbit up as a brand, make it look more professional. The studio, trying to get a logo and everything.
Yeah, that was awesome though. I saw your samurai one. I thought that was awesome, dude. And,
thanks, man.
Yeah, some good pickups also. I saw you picked up Sense, and she's been killing it.
Yeah, I'm taking her under my wing. She's pretty good, but if she's under my wing, she could just be a dope ass designer.
Oh yeah, of course. She did a design for me when she was grinding, and oh my god, I was at work, and my boss just looks into where I was working. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
another thing is when hello, Mike. Hello. No, I'm gonna.
You're all set. You're good. I think.
But,
are you getting ready to say it or no?
No, I'm walking in the room.
No, you're fine.
All right. But anyways, so at 3K, we were already at 3K on the studio's Twitter. We're releasing a graphics pack for future, for designers that want to, it's mostly showing our support. Thank you for 3K. And it really isn't a big ass graphics pack.
Yeah, I think what I wanted to do a while ago is when I first joined, 2016, I joined obviously as the voice caster, but I came back this year. God, this phlegm is driving me nuts. Hold on. God, excuse me. When I came back earlier as a voice caster once again, I wanted to do top fives, or top threes and top fives for every division in Orbit, just because I feel like every division deserves more love than what they're getting. And I think now that you combine editors and designers, I think it's a good opportunity to maybe do like a studio top 3 or top 5, where people that you feel like are grinding the most and doing the most and have been putting in the most work, they can get a top 3 for studio, if you understand what I'm saying by that. But I got the Fortnite top 5s. I want to get the Call of Duty top 5s. I want to get the overall top 5s where we can get more members in there. I want to get director top 5s, because I feel like everybody should get love. And I feel like, because what I was shooting for with the whole Orbit update and all of that stuff is there's a lot of changes going on. I was shooting for an ESPN kind of thing, but for our team, and then also gaming in general. But there was so much going on with the military and everything else that it's difficult to follow through with a lot of that stuff. But I feel like with Orbit specifically, I feel like we could do a lot of cool stuff along the lines of like an ESPN sort of thing, where we can get the top 5s of the players. I want to start doing Orbit of the Month or Orbit Member of the Month. I want to start doing a lot more stuff for the team, but it's like more out there and getting people to grind for it. But then at the same time, as we introduce those things, I want to introduce like viewer top 5s, like people who are, you know, fans of Orbit or something like that, where they can put like Orbit in their clan tag, and then we can put 5 of the best clips together, and boom, we got, you know what I'm saying? We can get more love going around in the community, stuff like that. But I do want to do some more stuff for the members of Orbit, just because I know certain positions don't get as much love as they deserve to, especially designers. Designers don't get the love they deserve. They only post it, and then it gets retweeted, and that's it. I feel like there's got to be more there. So that's why I want to introduce a designing top 5. Actually, make more of a top 3, because, you know, a lot of teams always don't have that many designers. But I want to get a top 3 where I get like a speed art from each person, and then that gets put together, and then boom, there you go. Top 3 for designers. I don't know. It's up to you how you feel about that.
Yeah, I feel like, well, we actually about to release a YouTube channel very, very soon.
Okay.
Have designers upload speed arts, top 5 challenges, anything the fans really want to see. And, you know, I'm trying to get Orbit, you know, the studio professional as it can be soon. I'm trying to think about, you know, coming up with a design service for people. All you have to do is just DM the Twitter, pick a designer. That designer is willing to basically bring clients into the studio. Maybe I could talk to Mist or lead editor if they want to have their editors have clients as well for edits.
Yeah.
So, but that's, you know, that's just a concept, a little idea. I don't know if I'm going to actually do that, because I want the design team to be more stable. So, yeah.
We definitely just need designers within the team, though, for sure, because I know there's a lot of people who sit there and wait for stuff for a while. Like, I waited the longest time for something, and then Adminly, I think was his name, he came in and made me the one. Like, him in Complex, they made me one, like, on the spot, but I don't use that anymore just because it's not, I'm the CEO now, so it's just, I've been waiting for one since I was CEO to be, like, what I wanted, but no one was able to get even back to me. So I was like, you know, it is what it is. I'm not even really rocking a header anyways. But Advinly, he was a good pickup. He was the one to help me out almost instantly. So we just need to get more people who hop on ship for the team. But what's happening, like what we have right now is just damn near perfect. Like, I think it's fucking perfect right now, because we ask for something and we get it. Instead of a month ago when we would ask for something and you waited 2 weeks until you got a response. It was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Improvements.
Yeah, I forgot what I even asked 2 weeks ago, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
Yeah.
when I was back in orbit, like I want to say like even 2-3 months ago, what was it, like I put my name on the forum the first day I joined, and like I never got like a design from like any of the graphics designer, which is like I'm not gonna blame anyone because I know Ree was off with baby, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like I'm really happy with it now because we have all these like active designers, and you see all these guys grinding for like positions, and like they're active 24/7. So I always get really happy when I see people that grind and then they join and they continue to grind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of my main things too, is that if, you know, this team means a lot to me. I've been a fan of this team, I mean, since 2013. So not only am I the CEO of this team, I've said it multiple times before, I am the biggest fan of this team there probably will ever be. So if someone thinks they're going to get into this team and not grind for the team or not work while in the team, it's not going to happen. It's just the way it goes. So I like to see people who put in 100%, you know, with their grinding. Just like it also goes for anybody who's watching this and you went for the RC. I saw every single one of your responses, I'm just saying. But you got to pick the right people. You got to pick the people who are willing to stick in this for a while. Not the people who just grind it out and edit the very last day and said, I've been grinding hard. It's like, well, where were you the first 30 days of the RC? I saw the people who posted every other day. You know what I'm saying? Like, those people were crazy. And we saw those. I know we all saw those people. Those people were crazy. Some of those designers, too. Oh, my God. Some of those designers were stupid. They just made so many designs. I was like, there's no way this kid's not getting into the team. Like, it was just unreal. But that was fun. Hosting the RC was fun. Getting to see all the people who actually do care about Orbit and want to be a part of this family and organization. I think it's really cool. But were you gonna say something?
Yeah, you don't mind if I say something about the RC?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So unfortunately, we didn't. Nothing caught our eye.
Yeah.
The only person that caught our eye was what's her name? Emily, I think. There was a girl
Oh, you mean
named
Elle?
Els, yeah, Elle.
Yeah.
Her and there was some other designer was the only early recruits. I think they're still in the team now, but I definitely want to recruit more. Like I said, another change that involves that, studios don't really have a limit as far as, like there was such thing as too many designers,
Oh yeah.
So it's like I was looking through the RCs, like the not clan tag, but the hashtag, and nothing really caught my eye, we're still recruiting.
I saw a couple headers that were direct replicas of other people's headers.
Yeah.
Said, hey, I wanted to give this
Especially
a shot.
those.
It's like that's not a good RC response because it's not original. Where's the originality? That's what we want to see.
Yeah,
Not just
like,
because. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no worries. One time I was like looking through some people because I mean, like, obviously, like when I was like in orbit before, like I'm recently back, obviously, if you don't already know. But I used to chill in the grind chat all day. Like that's one of the things I always like really took pride in. I would sit in the grind chat all day talking to people grinding for the team. Because I mean, one thing that I took apart for myself is that I generally wanted to like get to know the people that were going for the team. And I saw this one guy's designs and I was talking to him about them. And like the thing is though, is he designs great. Like his design work is awesome. But the problem is it's not like originality. You know what I mean? Like we want to see people that like stand out to an extent. Like, for example, like my content, I'm not the typical, hey, I'm going to go into an FFA lobby and I'm going to drop all headshots and it's going to be a video. I go out of my way to do things that people would just be like, this kid's insane. What is he doing? Why would you do that? And that's kind of like the stuff that the people that watch me kind of look for to that extent.
Oh yeah. So, with another topic on Orbit, another big thing coming is Orbit Cams 49 finally is on its way. The first episode or the first part I'm in love with because I asked the designer to edit it to one of my favorite songs and he smashed it out in 2 days. I was like, you're fucking crazy. I love it. The second one, I'm not the biggest fan of the song. I think it's a little bit different, but I mean, it is what it is. I think there might be people out there who like the song, but the song is popular.
Honest opinion.
People know it. Honest opinion. Have you seen it, Ree? Ree, have you seen it?
No, I was just saying, you was just giving your honest opinion.
Oh, yeah. I think for me personally, that song is not something I would have chose, but I already turned down the first edit. And I didn't want to turn down a second edit, and I was like, it's edited well for the song, so we're gonna keep it. But the song has like 18 million views, so I feel like when people see the video, they're gonna be like, "There's no fucking way he used this song." That's actually kind of hilarious. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I would love to see a preview.
yeah, I have. I think I have both of them currently, so I could probably send you guys that after this, so you can see what's up. But
All right.
another upload we have is one of our members has a episode, which is looking pretty good, and then we have someone else. I think it's I know it is. We have another episode coming around, and then a Fortnite top 5. So 2 episodes. Orbit Cams 49, which is coming out very soon, and then Fortnite top 5, and we're trying to get some more on top of that. So we're trying to get active there on that channel, get some stuff uploaded for people. The third thing I wanted to say about Orbit is it's not. God, this phlegm is driving me nuts. I hate being sick, but I had to put a podcast out. The growing of the Twitter is looking very well. I'm just saying that right now, because when I became CEO, we were at 17.8K, somewhere around there, and then now we're at 18.5K. So we're growing, which is a good sign. I know a lot of people said that we were fucking dead and we were going down in followers, but we're just getting steady followers every day, which is good. So it's good to see people are out there watching us, and I just wanted to mention that. I feel like there's people get down, people get upset. This job takes a lot bigger of a toll when you work as much as I do towards getting shit done, which I really shouldn't have done. I kind of wore myself out, but I've talked to multiple people and figured out where my head is in all of this. But it's good to see that the numbers are going up. You know what I'm saying? Because when you see so much hate and you don't see the positivity, you really get down on yourself. But I started seeing the numbers still going up, so that's just one thing you got to remember.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, I've been with Orbit since 2016. Since I've been lead designer. I mean, of course, I joined as like a regular designer, but
yeah,
I always aim to, and actually shout out to Steph, because Steph is actually my mentor becoming a designer. I was a player for him back on a team called Aura when he was overall leader, and then a year or two later joined Orbit as a designer. He was leader. And he taught me the ways of being a designer and professionalism, and that helped me grow into being lead designer, moving up, now CCO of Orbit now. And so I've been with the team for 3 years, and it's crazy. Well, 2 years, make 3 years in I think next June, I don't know, but I've been with the team for a while, and I've seen the progression. And that's why, Mike, you remember when I DM'd you saying you was being CEO, and I was telling you, take the team in the right direction. Yeah, it's like, I knew that you had it. I just don't want to see it fall. But Orbit's like one of the strongest teams, man. Like, we're not perfect, but we go through a lot. And the fact that it's amazing that it's still standing. And, I appreciate Mikey for that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I really do. It's just like, it's just crazy, it's crazy, but, I've talked to the people I've needed to talk to, and I've figured out exactly what I'm doing, because this is stressful. It's stressful doing it while being in the military. And the fact that instead of, because as a CEO, you only really, about every day, you only want to spend like 45 minutes with the team. So I come on, make sure things are in order. I talk to the guys and say, hey, if you want, you can go ahead and do this. I recommend you do this, but go ahead and do this because you're in the position to overly lead the team. That's why you're an overall. So you're overall of everything. You know what I'm saying? You being CCO, you're in charge of what you're doing there. And then I just talk to the members from time to time. But when I joined as CEO, I was putting in probably 6 to 7 hours a day into the team every week. And that was every day. So that's on top of being in the military. So I would go do my little thing, come home, and then I would sleep for about 5 hours, and I'd go back and do my job. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I overworked myself by far, but I didn't want to stop because there was so much I wanted to do with the team and so much I wanted to put in. But it started turning into a 9 to 5 for me. So like about 2 weeks ago, I got to the point where I was like, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't have fun doing it. But that's when I had to take a step back. I put people in the positions that they're in right now to make sure they can control stuff. So basically, you know, I have overall control, but people under me have overall control as well, but they know what they're doing, if you understand what I say by that.
Yeah, I feel you there.
Yeah, I just had to take a small step back because I was working over people. I guess you could say it like that. So I would go and do something, but lo and behold, Nebs did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So I was working a 9 to 5 on the team when I did not even need to be doing it because Nebs was handling it all. And then now we got Grums who's handling even more. And then we got people handling all this stuff, so I don't need to do it. I don't need to go work, come back, be exhausted as hell, get on my phone, and start texting the 50 people that I had to message daily. You know what I'm saying? Now I only have to message 5 people, and it all goes down the chain. It makes everything easier. I'm actually sleeping and enjoying my life. You know, it just trickles down, you know, it's just the way it goes. Plus, I wasn't even motivated to do what I'm doing right now. Like, I wanted to do a podcast every other week, and then I wanted to do it weekly. But then I got exhausted, and then I didn't know what to do, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm back up. Now I'm getting the podcast rolling. I'm getting things going. I want to start getting stuff going for the team, like top 5s and stuff, and using my voice instead of, you know, doing stuff over what other people were doing. Simple as that.
Of course, yeah. And I also see that you're doing work for N9 now.
Yeah. I joined them as the voice, basically what I did for Orbit back in 2016. But the N9, their message is suicide prevention, and they work directly, I guess, with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So I spoke out to them. I mentioned to them, I was like, look, I want to be the voice of this. You know, I want to voice this message because not a lot of people are willing to do that. And with me being a commentator, a podcaster, and stuff like that, I want to make that message more vocalized. So that's why I joined that team, to help out with vocalizing that message. I like what they're doing. I thought it would be a cool little opportunity to raise awareness to something that's obviously a big deal in the world, put it that way. It's such a loose term now. It's like you can tell someone to kill themselves and they'll probably go do it, you know?
Yeah.
It all starts with depression, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It all starts with depression. Shit's underrated.
Yeah,
people overlook depression.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, it leads to suicide.
We've all fought. We've all fought our own battles, and this team stuck out to me for a lot of reasons. But voice crack.
The voice cracks.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, man. I love being sick. It just ruins my life. It just sucks. No, but you know, it's just one of those things where, you know, I've been through some shit and I've seen some shit, and with me being in the position I am right now, if you can catch my drift, I can't exactly talk about everything. But you know, I have to represent myself as Scarless. Wink, wink. I am Scarless. Let's put it that way for the military's sake. But you know, it's a big thing. It's a big thing that people deal with. But you know, I helped myself out. I sought help, and that's why I want to be able to dish that out, because I know there's a lot of people out there who don't have the money to see a therapist, who don't have, you know, really anyone to talk to. And it's like, well, that's why I want to be a vocalizer of this message, and I want to spread good messages. It's just always what I wanted to do. You know, I want to help people out in the community, and I saw this as the number one way for me to do it. So I'm going to make it happen, you know.
That's really cool. Like, I never really heard of N9 until you joined, but that's still a really dope message that, like, I mean, it needs to be sent, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And you know, another reason why I'm doing it is because I've been doing this since really I joined the community, helping people out, but I never had the voice. I never had the power to get my voice out to other people. Now I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be a dickhead or anything, but being the CEO
Yeah, no
of
worries.
Orbit, I have an audience that I can speak to now. And since I have an audience to speak to, I'm going to spread positivity because this is who I am. Now that I have the opportunity, it's who I am. Positivity, and I'm going to spread this message that needs to be spread out fucking worldwide. Simple as that.
Yeah, I know this is like Orbit talks and stuff, but like, I mean, I've just like really never gotten to ask you this question. I've kind of been curious about it. It's just like one of those things that I've wondered. Like, what really inspired you really to like, join the military?
Oh, join the military?
Yeah, if you're okay with talking about it, that is. I mean, you don't have to answer.
I was a piece of shit.
Oh.
I was
okay.
I was not working the best job in the world.
Okay.
I didn't have it bad, but I didn't know what I was doing life-wise, and I wasn't the person to ask questions like, how do I do this? How do I do that? So I did everything myself. So I ran out of money very quickly. I was working a horrible job, a midnight shift job, and not sleeping very well. So in turn, I said I need to do something with my life. I like helping people out, but I can't help people out if I have $0 in my fucking bank account, because who's going to listen to that? And two, I can't even get myself anywhere, because in order for you to get to point A to point B, you got to pay money. I don't have the money to pay for that. So sitting in my house every day and not really doing anything was like a bummer. So I looked at joining the military because I didn't see myself going any further, and then I joined the military, and then now I'm here. Initially, I was going to join the Army, and then I talked to the Air Force guys, and I ended up respecting the Air Force a lot more, especially since my grandfather was in the Air Force. So, I chose the Air Force. But don't get me wrong, it's not like before I joined the military, I had it rough. I didn't have it rough. I didn't know what I was doing. I made the wrong decisions. If I had kept going the way I was going, I would be bankrupt right now, and I'd probably be in jail because I'd probably owe some money like that I didn't even realize I owed. So I didn't know how to spend my money well. I didn't know how to live properly. I still don't know how to eat properly. Fuck. And it keeps piling up. So, I would have had to move back in with my parents, and then, just getting yelled at day by day because I didn't know how to spend my money because I was an idiot. It would have been no fun,
Yeah.
But my dad was shout out to my father, my dad. Oh man, I love my dad. He really helped me out with a lot of stuff. Like it's funny, before I joined the military, I thought that he was always yelling at me, and he was always just on my ass for everything, and I didn't think it was a good place for me to be at the time because of how much yelling he was doing. And then I joined the military, and then I realized that my dad wasn't yelling. He was helping me
coaching.
out. Yes, everything that my dad said, I should have, because if I had listened to everything my dad said and not been so stubborn and wanting to do everything myself, I probably would have been way better off. But, the military teaches you a lot of things. So I remember when I went home on leave, my dad was like, so was I really yelling at you or no? And I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because when someone yells at you and treats you like you're dirt and tells you to go do something and you cannot say no, man, that's a BMT was a grand old time. That was a grand old time.
Yeah.
But it's BMT isn't as bad as people say it is. On top of that, I'm not trying to talk down on the Air Force, but Air Force runs a little bit differently right now with their BMT due to recent things that happened. So it's a lot different, but holy hell is it stressful. I will tell you that, especially if that's not the environment you're used to. Oh man, getting told what to do and not being able to sit there and say nah that's different. Wow.
Yeah, it's like more of a stricter environment. So.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, so that's gonna cut it for the Orbit talk. A little bit of military talk. Maybe you guys get to know, about my life there a little bit. Take what you want from that. But we're going to talk about some gaming topics because that's what we're here to talk about now. Orbit Talks, you know the deal. We talk about Orbit, chop it up, and then we start talking about the gaming community. Because what are we in? The gaming community.
The gaming community.
Yeah, exactly.
The gaming community.
Yeah.
Prawn comes back after 30 minutes.
The fun old gaming community. So I'm gonna say this, and I want to get you guys' opinion on this. I don't know. It's up to you. And this is... I'm gonna tell you right after I ask this question, what I'm gonna go do. But the PS2 has stopped being sold in Japan. I think it was. But with that being said, I think I need to go buy an Xbox Original soon before anybody gets some crazy fucking ideas. Because that's where I was born on, the Xbox Original, all right? But I want to get you guys' opinion on that because I think some of you guys might have been PS2 players, but I wasn't. What's your opinion?
Reed, do you want to go first? Okay, Reed muted himself.
No, go ahead.
Oh, alright, cool. So personally, I started off on the Xbox 360. I'm fairly new to this community, but I did play a lot of PS2 with like my cousin and friends and stuff.
Okay.
And personally, it's kind of like an RIP. Like I know they talked about killing the Xbox 360 servers. So the fact that they're like stopping selling the PS2 or they're stopping selling PS2s in Japan, and they're probably gonna kill the servers soon too. It's kind of just like, rip childhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah. Reed, do you want to add on or something?
Ron or Reed, who wants to go here about this PS2 topic?
Obviously, it's a big hit to the gaming community, but I didn't really play PS2, so no personal attachments to that.
Yeah, and we're dealing with Japan. That's not the United States, so we could still get one in the United States. But it's the fact that it's completely shut down in all of Japan. I think that's crazy. You're gonna have to go to like the black market to go get yourself a PS2 over there.
I mean, just because we don't live in Japan doesn't mean that, we should be like, forget Japan. We live in America. I'm pretty sure everyone you got to think about the people in Japan that are gamers too.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
I know they're pretty butthurt.
So it's not affecting any of us over here because we can go pick one up. But for them over there, like I was saying, they're gonna have to go like the black market and be like, hey, do you have a PS2 by any chance?
Yo, imagine getting arrested in Japan for buying a PS2. That'd be so weird.
They're not illegal. They just stopped selling them.
Yeah,
I know, but like just imagine getting arrested.
That'd be hilarious. But now I really want to go pick up an Xbox Original though, just because for old time's sake. It's one of those things because I started playing Xbox around 2004, 2005 when I was a wee little
grew
kid.
Up on a Halo.
Yeah, sir. Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
So I got about 10 books behind me, Halo books. I got the soundtracks. You guys already know this. I'm a fucking massive.
Is
Halo
it the ringtone?
Huh?
Is it your ringtone or?
Negative. That's a fat negative. I don't think that'll be professional if I'm sitting in a meeting. Yeah. I'm talking with like the chief. I don't want to be talking to a master sergeant all of a sudden. It'd be super weird.
Can we get a T-pose in the chat, boys?
Yeah. But I'm a big Halo fan. I grew up on Halo, and Halo 2 online, I was able to play it twice, and I will never, ever forget those times. There's nothing that will ever even simulate how I felt when I got on the Halo 2 online on the Xbox Original. I just wish I was able to play it when I was older. You know what I'm saying? To where I could strictly enjoy it. But I remember getting on there and just playing online and having a good time. Lockout was phenomenal. Mm-hmm. But one of my favorite one was Burial Mounds. I don't know, if you remember from Halo 2, Burial Mounds. There was something about that map that I loved. I don't know why, but I loved it. I don't think Ree's there. He might be dead. We don't know. That's okay. It happens.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, right.
Yo, seriously, I just wanted to bring this up because I've been seeing this a lot recently. What are your opinions on Battlefield 5? Because lots of people have been like crapping on the game about just random things. Like, I'm pretty sure some people are like, no girls in the war have like mechanical arms or something. I forget what the real debate was, but apparently sales are being like they're predicted to be really low, and like they even like cut the date back of release like November, I think.
Yeah. I'm a big Battlefield fan, so I think I'm watching. Hold on, I'm watching a video of somebody right now. They're just jumped off the edge and then like caught onto the edge and picked themselves up onto the ledge on Battlefield 5. That's kind of cool. I like Battlefield. Battlefield's cool. It's always has been a great war game. So when it comes to fitting my war needs when I need to, Battlefield is the way to go for me.
Definitely.
So Battlefield 5 looks really cool, but I haven't seen enough personally to say on if I like it or not. But I was excited for it. When I had my Xbox One, I knew without a doubt that I was getting Black Ops 4 and Battlefield 5.
Yeah, I feel like Battlefield's one of those things that are like too big to fail, but like it's definitely gonna take a hit if people are like hating on it about like stupid shit, like a piece of someone's body. I don't know. I feel like some people are mad about it because they want realism and not like mechanical arms and stuff. But I mean, overall, I think it should be fine.
Well, I mean, we gotta look at it this way. Everyone's gonna get hate for every single thing that they do. So some people are excited that they're gonna bring a robotic arm, and then you have the people who are like, "Wow, this is stupid." But that's the way the world goes around. You know what I'm saying? Every decision is gonna have somebody who hates it. It's just the way it goes. But I like it. I'm waiting for it, and I'm waiting to see some actual gameplay when the game drops. I'm gonna be sitting there for hours watching gameplay. As well as Battlefield or Black Ops 4, I will be grinding out watching gameplay of Battlefield 4. I'm stoked out for the Blackout. I don't know if I'm gonna buy an Xbox One again, but if I do, it'll probably be for Black Ops 4. So
yeah, I see lots of teams. They have Battlefield teams. Do you think Orbit would ever be a team to like get one of those? Or
affirmative.
Okay,
without a doubt.
That's hype. That's hype.
Me and Steph care about that stuff more than anything else. Battlefield.
Yeah.
I will tell you right now, personally, so everybody else can know, I fucking hate Fortnite. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Fortnite is garbage. It's one of the worst design games I've ever seen in my life, and you guys can hate on me all you want. But look, I hate it. I hate the concept. I hate everything about it. But PUBG, now we're talking. PUBG, H1Z1, DayZ, Just Survive. Now we're talking. But Fortnite, it blew my mind. I can't do it. I don't know why, but I just can't do it. So
I feel you.
I let the Fortnite leads and all of them, boom, go do their thing because I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch Fortnite. I don't want to know the standards. You guys do what you want to do there. Me personally, I care more about Battlefield, Call of Duty, because that's our history. And on top of that, everything else, PUBG, all that stuff. But
yeah, of course.
Fortnite, I don't know. The game scares me. I don't like it.
Speaking of Fortnite, actually, how do you guys think it's gonna go when Activision finally drops Blackout?
Fortnite, it's probably gonna be equal. It's probably gonna be even kind of.
I feel like Fortnite is gonna take a massive blow because most of Fortnite's fans are, let's be honest, it's COD snipers and trick shotters that won over.
Yeah.
The second that, because they're like, oh my god, FaZe does this, better go over there. The second that Blackout and Call of Duty 4 in general comes out, I feel like everyone's going straight over to COD. And I mean, who's gonna take out a disc if they can just go and click out Blackout? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Exactly
I
I feel like Ninja's fan base is gonna disappear slowly, and
depends.
Fortnite
it depends on
gonna...
if Ninja wants to hop over and play that. Just because, like, all these games, you got to realize that they only survive for so long. It's just the way gaming kind of goes. But it's not often that you find a game that lasts forever. Like Modern Warfare 2, that game has been lasting forever. I just bought that on my PC, actually. I've been grinding that out the last day because I bought it yesterday, and I love it. I love it on my PC because my Xbox original was hacked. So I, near like the third to last prestige is when they put me at like master prestige and gave me all this cool shit. And I'm like, okay. But now it's kind of cool to go back and actually play it,
Yeah, like restart, have to go from square one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Prawn, anything else that in the community recently that blew your mind or that you want to mention?
Not really. Nothing's happened
No,
Well, I mean,
that I would say is noteworthy.
not worthy.
I
Well,
mean, MW2 coming back's definitely something.
yeah, that is
Yeah.
the MW2 making its return. That trended so fast. That was stupid.
Yeah. How do you think that's gonna like affect our trick shotters and snipers actually? Because I'm interested to see what games they're gonna pick
It
between
should
BO4
give
and
them more
MW2.
lobby- Should give them
Yeah.
more lobbies to hit clips in, so standards might, maybe
Raise a
increase for the
little.
next cams.
Oh yeah, of course. I wonder what they're
We'll
gonna
see.
be. Is it gonna be like quads, 5-ons? You know what I mean for BO4?
I don't
Oh,
know, but
BO4
I just
definitely
saw-
gonna be 5-1s.
Yeah, I'm really
That's just
hoping
gonna be a
that
standard.
like yeah, I'm hoping Black Ops or Blackout doesn't like become something for standards to be honest. Cause the second they slapped Fortnite and like they gave it standards, I'm like, oh boy. I don't know. I just really can't see. I can see them doing it, but I don't want them to like throw standards on Blackout as well. It's just
I just saw someone make a Black Ops 4 picture. So they have the Black Ops 4 symbol and they put a lot of cool stuff in the background of it.
oh yeah.
I'm
I
just gonna
saw
be
that.
honest. This is cool. I just for some reason got stupid excited for Black Ops 4. I don't know why, but I just had to announce that.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not seeing too much that's really all too interesting. I mean, I hope this is a good Call of Duty. I mean, to be honest, because I mean, World War II was
Yeah.
good. It was cool, but I never played it. For some reason, it didn't reel me in enough to play it myself. I bought the
Yeah.
beta, but never played the game, which is
It was
crazy.
good, but it didn't last. You know what I mean? Black Ops or World War II. It was good, but
Oh,
it
that's
didn't
my
really.
game.
Okay, Prawn. Just because you played doesn't mean everyone does. It was like a good game at first. Everyone thought it was gonna be like the banger of the century, and then it kind of slowly started fading, and Fortnite took the scene, and it was just like, oh boy. And then obviously you already know Call of Duty's gonna make a clap back and drop their own battle royale.
I just read something about sequels that people want to see. I did not know that Grand Theft Auto 5 came out almost 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. They've just been updating it.
That's just stupid. But that'd be cool to see.
Dude,
Grand Theft Auto
throwback.
6. Tell me about
Oh
it.
my god, GTA 6 is gonna be great. I
It's gonna
heard,
be
like-
stupid crazy.
Yeah.
Oof, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 3. I don't know about that
Ooh.
one. I was a Battlefront fan though on the original Xbox, Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2. Those are really good. But then they made these new Battlefronts that are not good at all.
Yeah.
I'm upset with those. I'm upset.
Yeah. This is just like one more question for add-ons. What kind of comp teams do you think we can see ourselves getting in the future? Like,
Oof.
just list off some games and
I don't know.
ideas.
Someone came towards us with a Battlefield team, and as interesting as it is, I don't think me and Steph, especially with Steph not having internet right now, and we can't like talk every day, we can't really
Ooh.
talk about getting one of these teams right now because we don't want to step into it and make the wrong decision. Because there's a lot of stuff you got to deal with. We got to talk about funding. Me and Steph aren't in position to fund right now, so we have to wait
Yeah.
until we get to the part where we're ready to do that and go full-fledged into it. Because esports is a big deal, and if you go into esports wrong, you're gonna lose money and you're gonna lose shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna go bankrupt. It's just not gonna be good.
now I could see us getting into PUBG or like potentially even Overwatch. Like those are two games that could bang really well
The two
if we got the right team. That
See,
is.
I don't like Overwatch. If it was me in a dream team and these games having the views that they should have, it'd be CS:GO, PUBG,
Oh yeah, of course, CS:GO. Man.
Battlefield,
Oh, my God.
and Halo. Those are the 4 games that I care about so much that I wish got more views. But CS:GO, God, I loved watching CS:GO so much. It's just it's not even funny.
Who's your
CS:GO
favorite
Professional is
team?
so nice. Who's my favorite team?
Yeah.
God, for CS:GO, I mean, obviously FaZe was popping. FaZe was like
Oh,
one of the
yeah,
big
I
teams,
thought-
but Cloud9
Let's
I
go.
care
FaZe
about.
Clan.
I thought FaZe was gonna be like one of the best teams because they got like Rain Carnage, they got a bunch of dudes. Like they got Olaf Meister.
Yeah,
They have Guardian, I believe. like they had this sick lineup, and then they choked against Cloud9 in the major. Like I thought they had it. I was watching it, I was freaking out, and the second I saw Cloud9 come back, I just turned off Twitch. Like I was not doing that.
Yeah, hold on, I'm far away from the mic. I like Cloud9 because I looked at their stuff and they're actually, I guess, working directly with the Air Force. I guess it's one of their sponsors, which blew my mind. So I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool stuff. But I can't really say that I had a perfect team or like my favorite team. But I think I was a bigger fan of Optic and FaZe in the younger days than any other team, just because I like Optic's logo, really cool. I have on Halo 5, I unlocked I bought the Optic skin thing, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know. Those are one of the I know they're the biggest and they're the baddest teams, you know what I'm saying? But to be honest, I like them. They're professionally well done. Their logos are nice as hell. It's just the way it goes, man. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah, Optic is definitely my go-to for like the COD community because let's be honest, they're dominant. There's no questions asked.
Well, they were my way for Halo. Optic was my big deal.
Optic in the COD community.
Yeah, they're go.
Dude, have you seen them this past World War II season?
Yeah, I don't think they did that good, but like they're still a good team. You know what I mean?
They tanked and they lost half their roster.
Yeah, but they're still an okay team. You know what I mean? Didn't Formal go over to like what team was it? Help me out, Prawn.
LG.
Yeah.
From one to LG.
Jeez. Well, I support FaZe with Call of Duty, and then I support Optic when it comes to Halo. But to be honest, I haven't been watching all too much. I haven't had the time. Yeah. But I need to get back into watching that stuff. I know, I think it was Splice who was the last team to win Halo. So I'd have to do some research with that because I don't want to get that stuff wrong.
Yeah, I support FaZe with like the property community because like they've been buying so many houses recently. Like they're literally real estate
FaZe
now.
Clan is living it up.
Yeah.
Oh my! With like the clout game on YouTube, they're winning 100%. But like anything else, it's kind of just like.
I mean, you always have to respect FaZe. Like FaZe is like a Hall of Fame team.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah,
they're the ones that got it popping, man.
They're one of those teams where if you join, like you might as well drop out of school because you just got your life. Exactly.
Your life is set.
Yeah, like or you run out of money halfway through your life and you're living in like a Lambo, but like
quit McDonald's.
Work at McDonald's, live in a Lamborghini. Oh my.
Yeah.
I could
Nigga takes the what's it called? Takes the McDonald's hat off and be like, I'm in FaZe, I don't need this.
Are we just totally gonna not acknowledge that Ree hasn't talked for like the last 20 minutes and then
you went like missing for like 30 minutes and you just come back out of nowhere, take the McDonald's hat off, I'm in FaZe. That's great though.
Good times.
Throwback Thursdays. Yeah.
But as far as the gaming community, I'm really looking forward to Black Ops 4, and I'm really looking forward to Battlefield, just to see the gameplay, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I just want to see some new stuff, some new cooler shit. But
yeah.
I was happy with Battlefield 1 personally. Like their gameplay itself and just like the actual like war mechanics, I loved. I didn't play the game a lot, but I respected it a lot. Like it was a good game.
Yeah. I wasn't the biggest fan of it.
FaZe can do what they do, just don't forget their roots.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like they got blue still, so I mean their sets like worst comes to worst and everyone hates on them, Blue's just gonna drop like a 10-minute montage.
Yeah, he will.
Jeez.
He'll drop a 10-minute montage day one.
To be honest though, like Blue's insane. Prawn, did you play the beta for that like one glitch where like if you put like the right attachments on the sniper, it's basically like aimbot? Did you see that for like Black Ops 4? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was just so. Yeah, I know. I was watching Blue snipes on it, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Alright, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty much going to wrap up the episode right there. But I want to end it off with something a little bit outside of the gaming community. Actually, before I say that, we all know about what happened at the Madden event, so I just wanted to send my condolences and my prayers to everybody who was affected by the Madden event. But to top that off, football season is now here.
Oh, yeah.
The first week of the season is getting ready to come. I'm a massive Packers fan. Packers and the Cardinals. It's who I got for this year, but I want to get your guys' teams, and we'll end it off with that. So, Hyun, who do you have this year for football?
Oh boy. All right,
Hyun likes the same team as me. He likes the Patriots.
yeah, I'll take that.
Oh, I have a prayer. Also has a my city, like my state, and others around. I think Florida, Louisiana, and anyone near the coast, the Gulf Coast, going through like a serious ass hurricane right now. And
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
it's called Hurricane Gordon, yeah. And my city may be. I know you guys heard about Hurricane Katrina back in 2005.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I live in Louisiana, so it's like
Yeah.
hopefully it doesn't get that bad, but
Well, I
right
mean,
now,
yeah, prayers for Ree. Everyone tweeted out #prayers for Ree.
Prayers for reading the chat.
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, I hope like Ree actually like generally gets spammed with them. Like, I just think that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I hope
the
you,
hurricane goes
I
like,
mean,
nowhere near him.
Worst case
Still gets
scenario, you're gonna get flooded and you're gonna end up on the news, and then you're gonna say sub to
Shout out
Orbit.
to Orbit Clan.
This is-
Yeah. #join the orbit.
Yeah, we'll send you out a jersey and everything that you can wear on the
Like-
news.
No, like,
Man
Ree,
found
like,
in wreckage wearing only gaming jersey.
Jesus Christ.
it's like, are you okay there? Sub to orbit.
Orbit Clan. My last words: sub to Orbit.
All right, so Rita, end this off. Who do you got for this football season, man?
Who do I have, man? I have my hometown, man. Saints.
There you go. Way too easy. Saints, Patriots, Packers, and Cardinals. That's what it's all right. It's all right. You know, but I'm not a big
Yeah.
Patriots fan, so I'm just saying.
Hey, what
well,
about
that's
basketball?
good.
What about basketball?
Oh, I
Dude,
don't
is
watch
Paige
basketball.
still a thing?
I feel like we have to end it off with football. Basketball.
Yeah, everyone likes football.
Yeah.
Softball.
Well, it is America's game.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's
And then
true.
soccer.
Yeah,
Well, not
America has a
soccer,
lot of sports.
Mostly football.
America gets involved.
All right, well, that was a pretty good, successful episode. We're looking at 51 minutes right now, so we hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys stayed in tune that whole entire time, figured out some cool stuff, or just drank some coffee while you listen to us chop it up about Orbit stuff, you know, gaming community, and this little last football segment. And then we talked about our last dying words while being flooded by a hurricane. You know, it is what it is. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is your host, Mikey. You know the deal. I'm wrapping it up right here, but I'm going to let Hyun, Prawn, and Ree say their last goodbyes. So, starting with Hyun, go ahead.
Well, I mean, there's not really much to say, but if you did enjoy, please, check us out in the description, assuming Mikey's nice to us. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, anyways, if you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll pass it to Prawn.
Yeah, definitely check us out in the description. We need that support from the Orbit Clan.
And check us out on the YouTube, Orbit Clan. Please check out Studio's Twitter at The Orbit Studio. And please stay updated with Mikey and Orbit to watch and listen to the next podcast.
By looking at Orbit Update on Twitter. Boom! Check it out.
Hey.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Hey, there we go.
Later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we
All
hope you
right,
guys enjoyed this
Mike.
episode. We will see you guys in the next episode.